I need someone to change my mind on a theory, and that is the fact that if South Park doesn't make fun of you, then congratulations, you've made it in the big leagues. No, seriously, like, if South Park is afraid to make fun of a group of people, then that group of people actually has genuine power in society. And I think about it this way, they used to make fun of Muhammad. They had an actual episode where they depicted Muhammad in the show. And then Islam gets power in the West. Their numbers increase, they get NGOs, they get more influence. And then South Park is not allowed to make fun of Muhammad anymore. Like they have to censor the actual depiction. And after that episode, they never brought it up. Right? Like, it was one episode to show, alright, well, we still can make fun of everyone. But, like, after that one, that was it, right? Like, no more Muhammad. Another example is with the Jews. Like, the Jews is a very interesting example. Watch some of the early seasons of South Park, and you'll notice that they made fun of the Jews all the time. I mean, they had the character Kyle there, right? If you look at more recent seasons, Kyle's Jewish nature is almost never brought up. Right? So, like, you can actually assess the cultural dominance, if you will, of certain political groups in society based on if South Park makes fun or doesn't. You also have the Joe Biden situation. Like, South Park made fun of almost all presidents, but for some reason, they just didn't find it funny that you had a president in the White House that suffered from dementia. Like, at no point did they find that amusing. And I don't blame them. I mean, back then, if you got on Twitter and you denied the holy elections of the United States, you would get your account banned. Same thing was on YouTube. Like many people got deplatformed or censored or anything like that for simply denying the sanctity of the elections. So yeah, like, South Park had to take a back seat. Which, again, shows that the Democrats had actual power. And now you have, like, the episode with Charlie Kirk being removed. And I do think that it's because of the right wing starting to cancel people on the left. And so South Park is like, whoa, okay, buddy. Okay, right. Take down the episode. Take it down. It's kind of interesting because Charlie Kirk himself actually liked the episode. Now, I haven't seen it. I only seen some clips of it. But from what I noticed, like, they used Cartman to pose as Charlie Kirk. And he was at a campus, and he was having debates with students. And one university girl was, like, trying to convince Charlie that abortions are a good thing. And Cartman, which was playing as Charlie, basically says, so explain this to me. If a woman goes and has an abortion, you don't think that's murder. But if the same woman on her way to the abortion clinic is actually hit by a car, why is the driver being charged with double homicide? And so, like, I think, like, the left was trying to have, like, oh, that's funny, like, right-wingers just don't get it, they're bigots or whatever. But, like, Charlie himself came out and said, no, I actually like this episode. Right? So, in a way, it is ironic that they removed the episode that Charlie himself said that he likes. I didn't view it as mean-spirited, at least not in the way that South Park has done other jokes towards Trump or other people. But, it did happen. They did remove it. And so it just goes to show that, no, that they won't make fun of everyone. They have this selective choice on who they make fun of. And usually, like, if you look at who pays the people who make South Park, like, it kind of makes sense because not all the seasons were paid by the same group of people. So, as you can see here, a South Park episode making fun of right-wing activists and Donald Trump ally Charlie Kirk was shot dead on Wednesday while speaking at the U.S. event, has been pulled from Comedy Central but remains on Paramount+. Yeah, take into account that this may also be due to different license agreements, right? So, like, even if the creators may want it pulled off, their personal wishes have nothing to do with outstanding contracts. So, like, if Paramount Plus basically says, no, it stays there, it stays there. Trey Parker and Matt Stone's long-running animated sitcom regularly lampoons leading figures, including the U.S. president. The episode titled Got a Nut premiered on 6 August and finds the character Clyde Donovan espousing offensive views on a podcast. He then sets up a table at South Park Elementary School in order to destroy woke liberal students, inviting classmates to grab the microphone and prove him wrong. I want to point out that this is probably going to be like one of the most famous and one of the most sought after episodes from the entire South Park. just due to the connection to the shooting, right? And the fact that they pulled it down, and it gave it the mystique with the censorship. It's going to be just as famous as the episode with Muhammad that I talked about earlier, right? Like the one that they censored, Muhammad. Like that's one of the most sought-off episode as well for collectors. And you're going to have to add this one now. Kirk was killed at the age of 31. Jesus, I didn't know he was so young. I thought, okay. No, it's seriously, like I was doing a live stream when it happened, and it was quite shocking. So he was hosting a college event for Turning Point USA, the organization he co-founded in what police are calling a targeted shooting. In the episode, another South Park character, Eric Cartman, later fights with Donovan and takes his seat while wearing an outfit and a hairstyle similar to Kirk. It had been scheduled for a rerun on Wednesday night, but it has now been permanently pulled from Comedy Central's TV rotation. It is available on demand for Paramount+. So, as you can see, Charlie Kirk himself, and this is his official quote, said he had watched South Park since he was in high school and took it as a badge of honor that he was now being depicted in the show, which he described as an equal opportunity offender. It's kind of funny, and it kind of goes to show the cultural impact and the resonance that our movement had over the years been able to achieve. I took this as a badge of honor, he said. An image of Cartman dressed like Kirk appears on social media accounts for the Charlie Kirk show. Right, so it is kind of sad that it was taken down because, honestly, like the whole situation with Charlie Kirk, right? Like the man was genuinely for free speech from what I could see. Like he actually wanted people to be able to express themselves and to communicate with each other. And after his death, you have like this huge wave of cancel culture. Now, I explained why it's happening, and the cancel culture isn't because people are trying to respect Charlie's legacy or they're trying to carry on the torch. It's happening because people are afraid. Like, they just saw the guy who just wants to talk, the Mr. Rogers of the right, getting shot, and that's not the thing that scared them, to be honest. I think the thing that scared them is when they went on Blue Sky or they decided to go on Reddit, they saw tens of thousands of accounts saying, no, that's a good thing, and it's great that it happened. And all of those accounts had at least thousands of likes. And so people are like, all right, well, if they don't want to talk, there's no point in talking anymore. So, like, they went to cancel culture. And someone on Twitter also said something interesting. It's like the right is now at the level where they're canceling people and getting people out of a job, while the left is at the level of shooting people. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess, the line has moved. The left has managed to pull everyone further to the left again. Yeah, right-wingers normally didn't engage in these types of tactics of cancel culture. But you gotta understand, this is the generation that grew up with cancel culture. This is the generation that was normalized that cancel culture is great. So here we are. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.